might be watching this across CosTalk Live. You might be watching it on Age of Radioverse. You might be watching it on the Geek Collective. I have my friend Joey Galvez from the Geek Collective with me today on this third day, this Sunday, down here in the Mesa Convention Center. Joey, how are you doing this morning? How's your morning going?
I'm exhausted. Are you tired? I'm way tired.
My shoulders hurt, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Why my shoulders are killing me today. It has to do with a little bit about what happened last night, but we got through it.
Yeah, I think last night was a fun night for all. We all kind of got pulled in different directions last night.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what was going on there. We're going to talk about what was going on last night at down here at uWu on the main stage, or on the idol stage. I'm sorry, on the idol stage outside. But before we do that, if you don't know what uWu is, this is the third day. It's a anime gaming voice actor conference. We are in the cosplay alley. Yesterday, I had some great interviews with Angel from AZ Morphin Grid. We also got to see the cosplay showcase. That entire live stream is available for you on all of the YouTube Age of Radioverse, CosTalk Live YouTube, and Geek Collective YouTube. So it was an amazing, amazing performance. Joey wasn't there though. Dustin was. Dustin did it with me.
He said amazing.
I said amazing.
He said amazing. He did it. He said it.
Pull it up.
I
don't know. Dustin lost it. They're all amazing. It was an awesome showcase. Got to highlight some of the amazing cosplays that individuals have brought to the stage. They did performances. We got to see some amazing dance moves from a Filipino dancer. I think he's related in some capacity to Jinx. But you know what? Great. Jinx gave me a walkie-talkie, so I can ask her about it right now. Jinx, over.
Is it amazing?
I'm sitting next to you. Over.
Fantastic. We're live on the air. Over. I wanted to well, hold on. Don't do the over yet. I wanted to ask you, the gentleman that danced at the end of the performance last night, is he related to you, or are you both just Filipinos?
Oh my God.
Are you asking because we're both Filipino?
Fantastic. What was that cool thing that you used, like he's your brother?
Okay, so no, the dancer is not related to me, but my cousin is here.
Fantastic. But your cousin's also here. But last night, the gentleman that was dancing, you had a Filipino term for him being another Filipino, correct?
Yeah, that's kabayan, with countrymen.
That is awesome. Thank you, Jinx. So Jinx did the ridiculous thing of leaving a walkie-talkie with me, and so I am going to stop bothering her before she beats me up, because she is headed out to the idol stage. But the gentleman at the end of that segment was freaking amazing. And Dustin, we had some lag time.
Cue it up.
Dustin's lag time on his jump was perfect because we were at one camera angle, and then Dustin was trying to get the thing to work because StreamYard was lagging, and then it kicked over to the other camera right when he landed on the jump.
That's
and if
hilarious.
you go back and look at it, it almost looks like Dustin knows what he is doing, but Dustin does know what he's doing because he is amazing. All right, that is my new favorite thing, amazing. Thank you, Joey, for making that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that
Use
nonstop. Also, real quick, I know that
they don't pay us. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's okay. Canva, you can pay me later. I do want to give a shout out to Dustin. Dustin also yesterday we did a interview with Ryan with two N's, Ryan K Ryann. She is an aerial acrobatist,
Acrobaticism.
She's an acrobatist. That's a word apparently I can't say. But Dustin was a good sport. Acrobat. Oh, sweet, fantastic. See, this walkie-talkie came in handy. Thank you, Jinx. Over. And so Dustin was actually able to get onto the swing. And he has a horrible back, so he did do a lot of moves.
I wish he had a mic because I want to ask him how it did. I wonder if his back actually felt better afterwards.
Did your back feel better afterwards?
It was thumbs up, thumbs down, back better. No?
No, it was nothing. He just spun around. I did a whale flop where I went back like a giant.
I wish I was there. I got to see
whale. That. And I did a trick on it, so that was fun. But I do want to give a shout out to Dustin for being a good sport and doing that because it was a really fun segment, and I enjoy that.
I'm kind of jealous that I wasn't there.
Yeah, but we'll talk to you about why you weren't there in a moment. Real quick, I just want to let everybody know about the festivities. So Sunday in Vault 1, there is Razzie Senpai's anime 1-minute pitch. At 11 a.m. in Vault 2, Undertale Deltarune Family Feud. So there's a Family Feud game going on at 11 a.m. At 12:30 p.m. in Vault 1, there is a Demon Slayer trivia game. Demon Slayer is amazing. And Thermo was just going to come by to try to get in the camera, but the way we have the camera set up, I don't know
She'd
if
have
that
to
would
put
have
her
worked.
head all the way in.
Correct. All right, so at 12:30 p.m. in Vault 2, we have Trigun Kahoot, which I'm assuming is Kahoot a game?
Kahoot, yeah, it's a really. Oh, you've never played Kahoot?
I've never played Kahoot.
Oh, it's so fun. It's kind of like a trivia game, but you have to have you have to pick the right answer. Everybody can play on their phones,
Got
and
it.
you answer from your phone, and you kind of compete against each other. It's so fun.
Now,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
18 and over, which I am 18 and over, I'll be 42 on Tuesday. I act like I'm
Hey.
under 18.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday.
I expect birthday wishes from everybody.
Yeah.
2
Birthday
p.m.
gifts too. Send them to my address.
at Joey's.
Money,
Don't-
any money
I was
envelopes.
going to say your address at. I'm just kidding. Okay, so 2 p.m. Vault 1 is an outlandish swipe to pipe anime Tinder. 18
Whoa.
plus game.
This
So-
is a
whoa.
all ages show.
Well,
sir.
that's not an all ages show. That's only for 18 plus. Then we have 2 p.m. Vault 2 improv contest. That's
Ooh.
18 plus as well.
Ooh, Dustin's gonna go because he loves improv. He loves doing improv games. Correct? Thumbs up, thumbs down. No, he said
3:30
no.
p.m. 3:30 p.m. Vault 1. Hear me out. That's actually what it's called. I wasn't saying "hear me out" and then gonna say something additionally.
People are like, "Who's this Dustin person?" It's like this fictional character.
That's right. Dustin didn't think I existed for the first 3 years of my business because I was still working at the bank, and he didn't know.
It's just Jeremy. Oh, it's
All
this
right.
entity, Jeremy.
So and then ending the day here on the actual. Oh no, there's a Sunday main stage. Okay, so then we have One
Oh,
Piece
that's-
is Real 3 p.m. Vault 2, and then on the main stage today there is Tom Kenny and Kevin Eastman fan panel at 10:30, which is about to come up here. 12 p.m. a celebrity panel K-pop Demon Hunters. At 1:30, Cosplay 201, Advanced Topic Materials and Concepts. I think that got moved. If that's at that same time, then that's going to change our entire schedule because we were recording that. So I might have wrote the wrong time in on one of those.
Is the main stage? Is that where you guys had the larger panel that you guys did yesterday?
Yeah, so the
Okay.
main stage was the showcase that we did. So if you head on over to wherever you're watching this and go to yesterday's live videos, you can see the cosplay showcase. That's the main stage. And then there's the closing ceremonies at 4:30. So these could be the correct times. So I'm going to tell Dustin that he has to change the entire schedule. So I'm really excited about that. Dustin's
Yeah.
going to be excited about that.
Yeah.
But you have to go with the
Amazing. He said it's amazing.
you have to roll with the punches here, and Joey did an amazing job rolling with the punches yesterday. So, Joey, tell me a little bit about what happened around 1 p.m. Yesterday, and what took over your entire life.
We had just finished a stream, and we came to set things up and come back, and Jinx was having a little bit of a hectic moment. She needed some help. She asked us for some help, and we were like, "Okay, cool." It was audio help. We're audio. We got a whole AV cart.
You wouldn't
Why
think
not?
that listening
So-
to this podcast, but we do know something about audio.
So we went to go help her out, and come to find out, it was a pretty big fire that needed to be put out. There was nobody there to man the audio system to turn everything on, and because they needed microphones, because they had a whole thing going on outside. They did a pink carpet walk. They had also a handful of other things that they needed to do, like some cosplay stuff, like cosplay charades.
Oh, nice.
And they also had some people coming up and doing some really fun things as well on the stage that they needed audio systems for. But our wonderful volunteer Trevor, who was there yesterday the first night, was not available the second night, so
Okay.
somebody needed to go and help out, and we were the only people who knew audio.
Yep. So Joey helped out
Yeah.
while Dustin and I did the cosplay showcase, but it worked out pretty good because the audio came through, and you had a really amazing experience.
Amazing. He did it. He said it. Put it up there.
You had an amazing experience. I'll work on 7 other words. You had an outrageous experience.
Outrageous.
last
We're gonna.
Okay, so you had an experience last night where you were doing the live band, because then a live
Yeah,
band
we had a
came
live
up.
band, yeah.
So let's talk about that. So the live band was a band called Chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, the full name's Get to the Chopper. So
But, I mean, it's a play on because they are.
I can't do it. Get
this-
to the Chopper.
Yeah, exactly. So
You do
this-
it. Do it.
I can do it. Either.
Do
Somebody
one
over
of
there.
them. No, do one.
So
try
get
one.
to the chopper.
There we go. Get to the chopper. That was
but-
kind of close,
there,
maybe.
There we go. I don't do a really good Schwarzenegger there. But no, so yeah, they did an excellent job. They were a geek-centric kind of band, Get to the Chopper. But what was really cool about this experience is we kind of had maybe like, what is that, 1 degree relationship separation
right,
there from them. With
real
them.
quick, Joey, before you get to that,
Yeah.
tell me what was really cool about the guitar.
Oh, he the lead guitarist, also the lead singer, came. He actually created his own, built his own guitar out of a old school Millennium Falcon toy.
Yeah.
Toy. So he built the whole body out of the toy, and built the neck and did it all. And I was like, wow, he's really talented for number one for playing the guitar,
Right, well,
but
yeah.
also to make a guitar that actually sounded great, right? He said, "Oh, it doesn't sound great," but last night was it
Right. To
actually
him,
sounded really
there was
good.
probably all kinds of problems from his perspective.
From-
but
yeah.
then to us, he was like, this is freaking
And now we were kind of talking about that last
amazing.
night, like we were talking about all these technical difficulties and things happening like that, where you need to put out some fires and
Yeah.
things of that nature. It's like you roll with the punches, right? And when things fail or fall apart, we're so hard on ourselves, but to the other people looking outward in,
Right.
it doesn't look like there was mistakes, and
Yeah.
they're just having fun,
Yeah.
and it's a really fun experience, and that's what it was, right? We wanted to make sure that we had this atmosphere not only inside, outside as well, where the food vendors were, and for all these people that wanted to hang out outside and do these fun stuff. So we created an atmosphere, and people had fun. They were dancing. And we had a really cool a ghost Mickey who they had it really fun. It was like a little mini rave experience
you were
outside.
you were able to catch a little bit of the performance on your phone.
Little
we
bit,
didn't
yeah.
have our setup. So
Yeah.
Dustin, I think we have a 10-second clip. If you can put that up there so we can give the people a little taste of what this live band sounded like. You really
That
did
was
only
fantastic.
do like a 5-second clip.
I was only able to do that because in that moment there was an audio problem that was peaking, and I had to put the phone down.
Okay, so let's go back to the 1 degree of separation that existed in this situation. So tell me a little bit about that. And you're also wearing a Get to the Chopper shirt.
So I wanted to make sure that we promoted them, right. They did an excellent job. So if you guys are in the Phoenix Mesa, Phoenix metro area, take a look. Go find them. Their name is Get to the Chopper. They are a geek-centric band. They did an excellent job. They were very professional. Number one, I wanted to say that. Very professional. They did a really fun thing. They created an atmosphere for the people. Even though that there was, just a handful of people walking around eating and stuff like that, they played like they were playing to a large crowd. So
Right.
they did an excellent job there. But I wanted to wear this shirt because one of our friends who we've you interviewed our friend Austin Ackert last week.
Yep.
And he actually did some of the artwork. If you guys, we showed some of his stuff on his table before, and he showed this logo. So this is let me get my lanyard out of the way. This is their logo here, and Austin Ackert actually drew this for them. And so that's kind of.
So it's kind of like it looks like it's almost
like a
like
Ninja
Spike.
Turtle. It's like a Ninja Turtle,
Was
like
it
a version.
Spike, one of the
Version of
like,
the Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
yeah. So this is obviously they wanted to create something that was reminiscent to
Yeah.
a Ninja Turtle, but their own.
But wrote their own, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so
very
I had
cool.
I sat down with Austin. What was his name of his comic is Carmine.
Hey, there's a handful of things that he's got going on. Yeah.
But check him out. We have a QR code. I think, is this the QR code for Austin up here? So,
Cool.
so real quick before you change that one, this up here, I don't know which way I have to point. It's over there, right there.
It's above
but
my head,
it
right?
should be above Joey's head. But there's a
Right
QR code right there. If you scan that with your phone, that'll take you over to the Get to the Choppers Instagram. Check them out. Maybe go see a live performance of theirs. They sounded amazing from what Joey told me.
They are also on Spotify. If you guys want to go head over to Spotify, you can find them on there. Just type in "Get to the Chopper," and they've got a helicopter in there, and that's how you know. And look for the names of the bands, the name of the songs, because they have names that are like web crawler and it's very geek,
so it's very
comic book,
geek, like nerdcore type of stuff. Geekdom.
Nerd culture, geek culture, comic book stuff. So they have one that's called Transform. Talks about Transformers.
Nice.
So yeah, when I say they're a geek culture band, it's exactly what they are. But they came on the fly, right? So we had Mega Ran, which you guys saw. If you guys were watching, we had him the first night. He did a rap performance. And then, so that night they were like, "Hey, I've got a." He said he came to the owner of the con and he said, "Hey, I've got some friends. Do you think that they can play?" And then last minute we got the information because
That's
I went out to go help them with the audio, and they were like, "Hey, also we got to mic up a band." And I said, "Oh, fun."
So real quick, Dustin, throw up the QR code for Austin. If you go to this QR code here, it'll take you to a YouTube interview that I did with him at the Foundry Fest, which is a comics and cocktails event
Yeah.
that took place in the beginning of October 4th,
Yeah.
about a week ago from when we're recording this, and a little over a week. And then when we were doing that, I sat down with Austin. He talked about his comic book that he has. We also talked a little bit about his pathway into comics, what his focus is, how he gets out into the community at the cons to talk about his comic book. And then he's also working on a documentary, or helping with the documentary. He's not making the documentary. He's just a part of this documentary that's being
helped
made
him out,
about independent comic and the independent comic culture. So again, go and watch that interview and follow Austin, and then maybe you can learn more about that documentary that he helped create as well. And as that comes out, we'll work to try to figure out how to get that to you guys as well. So not only are we doing some more interviews today, we have a pretty good lineup. But real quick, I forgot, Joey, I was going to ask you, what for you being out there on the fly doing that, what were some of the things that you learned during the process of doing the live band last night and doing Mega Ran, or what were some of the difficulties that you had? Tell me a little bit about what you went through during that.
So, for those of you guys that don't know, when you're doing audio for live bands, you have to have compressors and EQs and all these different fun things that when you're working with like digital, because we work with digital on a regular basis. We could just download those things on our DAW programs,
Right.
on our audio systems, right? And it's like, okay, cool. If I need to compress our voices, or I need to clean this stuff up, we'll just download it and use a plug-in or something. You have to, when it's analog doing that stuff, you have to have all these different analog pieces to run an actual mixing board. So one of the reasons the first night kind of didn't really go very well with the audio is because there wasn't enough things to push that board to its limit to make sure that the sound came out really well. The second night we had everything that we needed. So we were making sure that everything sounded really good. The second night, everything sounded amazing because of all that awesome stuff. And I think the difficult part of it is when you got to roll with the punches and kind of play around with it, but it all works out in the end, right? If it's supposed to happen, I guess. I don't know.
And I have to admit, everything that happened that you did was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Not amazing. It was
phenomenal.
You did a great job getting all of the mix together.
Well, it wasn't just me. I want to make sure that
and Trevor. There's
we
also
he was
Jared was there, who was like a part of the whole from uWuCon as a volunteer, helping do sound. But Trevor was the gentleman that helped kind of show you the board.
Yes, because that's one of those things that is difficult, right? When it's not your board and somebody sets it up, you have all these different wires underneath, and you have to find out how it's set up, right? And sometimes the cord management is really difficult to keep track when you have all those things to set up, because you have all these PA systems and these microphones and everything. So it can get a little difficult. So I was like, I need somebody to help me figure out how they set this up, because I can't track the wires.
Right. The other thing that happened was that they didn't have any lights out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dustin, we had two newer light, not newer like new, it's a brand newer. We had two newer floodlights, and we had an Amaran panel light, and then I had an Amaran like I want to say fluorescent stick light, I guess. And so we had put the other light, the two newer brand lights, the floodlights, into Dustin's truck. I had the Amaran and one of the fluorescent one. And so towards the end of the night, Jinx was running back as we were getting about ready to grab Joey and to pack up, or to see what was going on, or to watch the Mega Ran performance for the end of the night, and there were no lights. So we put up our Amaran light, we got that all set up, the panel light, and then I had the fluorescent light, but it didn't have a stand. So for the entire performance of Mega Ran, I just stood out there holding up the light in the air, giving extra light, and my shoulders today definitely have felt it. That's why my shoulders are a little there, because for about an hour and 15 minutes, I was holding up that fluorescent light, to make sure that there was light for everybody, which everybody was super kind. They thanked me for doing that because it gave them the light to be able to watch the performance, to be able to dance, to be a part of the experience. Again, and that's what it's all about, and that's why it's okay doing it, because this is about the community and moving the community forward.
Yeah.
Now, last thing that I want to talk about for this before we get into the day, there is a cosplay meetup schedule. The cosplay meetup schedule for Sunday at 12 p.m. today at Mesa Convention Center for uWuCon 2025. There's a Star Wars Mandalorian meetup. There is a 2 p.m. K-pop Demon Hunters. Can you sing Soda Pop for me?
No.
Okay. Dustin, cue up Soda Pop. Fast. Do it now.
He's got it? Oh,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
he
I'm just
doesn't have
kidding.
it.
We don't have that.
Dang it.
We should have got that. We're going to
I know.
get hit with so many copyrights
I know.
problems. You're not, these videos are never going to go out on an algorithm because there's going to be so many copyrights. Okay, and then at 4 p.m. is Miku. So that's what's happening Sunday here at uWuCon. For us, we're going to be trying to set up to do a vendor walkthrough after this. We'll probably get that started maybe around 11. And I'm working on getting an interview with Megaran. He's going to come down and sit. We're going to talk about his new album, Buddy's Magic Treehouse. We're going to talk about the process of becoming a parent, how that led into him making this children's album that I've listened to about 3 times since last night to kind of get a good idea of what it's about, to be able to speak to him.
Yeah.
And it is an amazing album, and it's actually they put it up for a Grammy album for kids, best kids album of the year for the Grammys, and I'll be honest, there's some really good stuff inside of that album with the lyrics. There's not only stuff that talks about things that kids need to do, like brush their teeth, eat their food, but they talk about when you might lose someone in life.
Yeah,
so
that's
so
hard.
it's called, that's amazing. I mean, and it's a really
amazing,
good
yeah.
song. It's amazing. And there's also some songs about you being enough for yourself and you being okay, liking the things that you like. And so I really want to sit down and talk to him about that.
It's hard. It's difficult talking about loss with small children. We recently have felt loss in our children's lives. Like they had some friends, young children who passed, and it was so hard to explain that to them, like to a 5-year-old, to an 8-year-old. You know what I mean? So when you can have somebody who puts something out like that, who's also feeling, I don't know, empathetic for other people enough to want to create something because of what they do for someone else, I think that's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity for people to have.
All right, so we're going to try to get that set up for Megaran today, and then we're going to do some. I am, for the rest of my life, going to figure out how to do foam segments. So we have a whole foam talk segment with Danielle and Brandon from Husky Hubby Cosplay, and if I can get, I think there's like, what's that fun foam? What's that foam that's like foam that you buy for kids? Anybody? So I wish. Oh, maybe the walkie-talkie can tell me. Hold on, I think something's happening on the walkie-talkie. I don't know. See if Jinx needed anything. Just click the side of it and say, "Jinx, do you need anything?" It's Alexa. Okay, so I forgot that I was playing with the walkie-talkie, and they actually needed the walkie-talkie, so I'm not sure. But again, there's all kinds of different foam, so we're going to try to do everything we can with foam, and if we can even get slime to come down out of the ceiling but make it foam, that would be amazing. Dustin, I need you to rig that up for this afternoon. Foam coming out of the ceiling would be phenomenal. Nope, not amazing. It's going to be phenomenal. All right, so we're going to work on that, and then this afternoon at either 1:30 or 3 o'clock, I don't know the time because of what's on the schedule, is a Cosplay 201, Advanced Tools, Materials, and Concepts, and then we'll do the closing ceremonies as well. So we will work, and we might have another interview in there too, so make sure that you like and subscribe to this wherever you're watching, and if you can, please let me know what your favorite fandom is down in the comments. Reach out to me on Instagram at Age of Jeremy. You can reach out to Joey on Instagram at Joey Galvez 1984. You can reach out to him on Blue Sky at Joey Galvez 1984. You can reach out to me on X. You can reach out to CosTalk Live. But let us know what your favorite fandom is. Joey's, I think, is X-Men, but your favorite comic character is Batman, I heard?
Yes.
Okay. And then mine is still Dungeons & Dragons and probably World of Warcraft. I don't know, Warhammer, all that type of stuff I love. But I'm really interested in what your guys' are. So if you can just let us know that in the comments, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this as well.
Although I do like I do like playing No Man's Land on
You were
Nintendo.
really into No Man. I thought it was No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Land is
He's
a comic.
not really into it.
That's a comic.
No, oh, that is a comic. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in a little bit with our vendor walkthrough. Again, this is Joey Galvez from the Geek Collective. My name's Jeremy Quintanilla from Age of Radio, and your host for Mercury, your home for podcasting and other pop culture news. And you are watching a Mercury and CosTalk and Geek Collective mashup that we are doing. So make sure that you stay tuned, and we will be back later. As I always say, be thankful, grateful, and kind. And we'll talk with you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.